Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Missy Lane's Book Nook. We're talking turkey today because Thanksgiving's right around the corner. But before we begin, I want to send a shout out to my Dormont friends, Elizabeth and Lena Feeney, who make sure they watch every show. One of my biggest fans right here in Bethel Park, Ray Lynn Walker, and to all my special friends at KinderCare Learning Center, Mount Lebanon. I got a special package in the mail earlier this week from my buddies over at KinderCare, and it really just made my day. They sent me their handprints, which are now hanging on my office wall. So to all my friends over at KinderCare, this show is for you. So let's talk turkey. Let's talk about Thanksgiving. What is Thanksgiving? Do you know how it began? A long time ago, the Pilgrims came over across the ocean on a big boat called the Mayflower. And when they got to America, they were a little bit confused. You can say they sort of got stuck because it really wasn't at all what they expected. And they weren't sure how they were going to grow crops and have food. And they weren't sure how they were going to build homes so they had a place to live. And so luckily, the Indians, who were already in America, taught the Pilgrims, showed them how to do things, and they became friends. To celebrate their friendship, they had a big Thanksgiving Day feast. And that's why we still celebrate the holiday today, because we're thankful for friendship and for family. Can you think of a special friend that you have? Somebody that you enjoy playing with or talking to? I know you all have special family members that love you so very much. And so Thanksgiving is a time to be thankful for them and to say thank you. This month would be a great month to give them an extra hug and to say thank you, Mom, I love you. Thanks, Dad, brothers and sisters, and everybody that you know. We're going to start with a story. And this story celebrates friendship. It's called The Littlest Pilgrim. Minnie was a pilgrim. She lived with her family in a small village. There were many pilgrims in her village, but Minnie was the littlest one. Even though she was small, Minnie tried to help with the village chores. One day, Minnie decided to be extra helpful. Minnie found her big brother by the house. He was stacking wood for the winter. She wanted to help. Look, brother, Minnie said, I'm helping to make a wood pile. But Minnie's brother was too busy to notice her. Minnie went inside the house and found her big sister. She was mending a dress. I'm ready to sew, said Minnie. Sorry, Minnie, said her sister. You're too little to help with mending. Go help Mama. I am busy. So Minnie went outside to help her mother. She was at the oven baking bread for dinner. Look, Mama, said Minnie, I'm helping. But Minnie's mother was so busy making bread, she didn't even hear Minnie. Minnie went to find her father. Surely he would want some help. He was getting ready to hunt food in the forest. Sorry, Minnie, you're too little for hunting, Minnie's father said when he saw her. Why don't you go pick some berries for us to eat? As Minnie walked toward the berry bushes, she spotted her neighbor. He was fixing the door to his house. I can help, Minnie started to say. Sorry, Minnie, this is a big job and you are too little. Poor Minnie really wants to help out, but everybody thinks she's too small. Minnie wandered through the village. She was so sad. Minnie just wanted to help, but everybody was too busy to notice. Or they thought the jobs were too big and Minnie was too little. It wasn't fair. Look at Minnie's face. You can see she's sad and she looks a little angry too. Minnie walked toward the water. She spotted some boys from her village. They were fishing. Can I help you fish? Minnie asked one of the boys. He laughed. Sorry, Minnie, you're too little to go fishing. Now Minnie was very, very sad. Why would no one let her help? Minnie knew there had to be something special she could do, even if she was little. Minnie started to walk home and saw some berries along the way. As she picked them, she heard something rustling in the leaves. Minnie moved to get a closer look. There, at the edge of the forest, stood a girl. Do you see the girl in between the trees? And she was little, just like Minnie. Hello, said Minnie. What's your name? The girl stood still and looked at Minnie. She didn't say a word. Minnie remembered the berries she held in her hand. Do you want one? She asked. At first, the girl stared at Minnie, but soon she began to smile, a very big smile. Minnie was too little for many things, but she was not too little to make a friend. The end. So what do you think, boys and girls? Minnie finally found something that she was good at, something that she wasn't too little to do. She made a very special friend. And Minnie and the little Indian girl probably were very best friends, and who knows, they marvelly celebrated the first Thanksgiving dinner together. Did you know that back then, boys and girls, they didn't have everything that we have for Thanksgiving Day dinner today. They didn't necessarily have turkey and mashed potatoes and corn and pumpkin pie, but they did enjoy food together. Turkey is something, though, that we have today for Thanksgiving. It's part of our traditional Thanksgiving meal. Do you see my turkey puppet that we have here today? We call him Tom the Turkey. And I'm going to teach you a little rhyme that you can say with me at home, and it goes like this. The turkey is a funny bird. His head goes wobble, wobble, and he only says but a single word. Can you guess what it is? That's right. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Let's say that again together. The turkey is a funny bird. His head goes wobble, wobble, and he only says but a single word. Gobble, gobble, gobble. One more time. See if you can say it with me at home. The turkey is a funny bird. His head goes wobble, wobble, and he only says but a single word. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Very good. Let's do another story, shall we? If this one celebrated friendship, this one celebrates family. And boys and girls, I thought I had a big family, but it's nothing compared to the boy in this book. He has 93 in his family. Can you imagine? 93 in one house? Let's see how it happens, how he handles it. One day, my teacher asked me, "How many live with you?" I counted quickly in my head and I told her, 92. She laughed. You must be joking. However can that be? I shrugged my shoulders and began to list my family. There's 27 owls, 10 cats, 11 dogs, a pygmy hippo named Bernice, and 8 blue-speckled frogs. My mommy and my daddy, my sisters Gerbil, Ed, 6 goldfish and my sisters, Darlene and Winifred. Whenever people ask me how many live with me, I tell them true, there's 92. Plus 1, that's me, makes 93. Whoa. So they're not all people. He has a lot of pets. Sometimes we order pizza to feed our family. We tell them, make it extra big to feed all 93. Can you imagine how big that pizza has to be? That's an extra, 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 extra large. The frogs like pepperoni, the owls like theirs plain. The tigers leave their pizza crusts. Who eats them? Our Great Dane. Bernice, she likes her pizza cold, and so does our red fox. Then when we've all eaten the food, our goat, he eats the box. Can you see the box in the goat's belly? There's 27 owls, 4 lions, and a duck. At my house, if you don't eat fast, you'll find you're out of luck. My mommy and my daddy, that hungry gerbil Ed, 6 goldfish and my sisters, Darlene and Winifred. Whenever people ask me how many eat with me, I tell them true, there's 92. With me, you see, we're 93. I'll tell you, it gets crowded when we get in the car, and Mom and Dad get cranky if we have to drive too far. The lions tease the tigers, the penguin wants to drive, the armadillos all insist that they must be home by 5. How do they all fit in one car? Look at them cramming in there. The pink flamingos like to stick their heads out in the breeze. The squirrel sits on Daddy's head, which always makes him sneeze. There's 27 owls all squeezed in the back seat. And where's that growling coming from? Right there, the bear beneath my feet. My mommy and my daddy, that car-sick gerbil Ed, 6 goldfish and my sisters, Darlene and Winifred. Whenever people ask me how many ride with me, I tell them true, there's 92. Including me, we're 93. But when we get back home again, we all get along just great. I help my sisters wash the pets. That's right, all 88. We have to watch them closely. Some like to drink the shampoo. And if one gets a bubble bath, the others want one too. When we're all finished bathing, we dry the pets with towels. My sisters mop the bathroom floor while I blow dry the owls. And when it is our bedtime, we never make a fuss. Instead, we snuggle and read books, all 93 of us. There's 27 owls, 5 gophers, 2 llamas, and all of us, except Bernice, wear matching striped pajamas. My mommy and my daddy, that sleepy gerbil Ed, 6 goldfish and my sisters, Darlene and Winifred. Whenever people ask me how many sleep with me, I tell them true, there's 92. And then there's me, so 93. Look at their pajamas. They're matching striped pajamas. So, though it's often hectic, my life's never a bore. That's good, I told my teacher, because soon we'll be 94. Uh-oh, another baby. Who's coming to join the family? Maybe a little baby hippo, it looks like. Then they're going to have 94 in that house. No way. How many are in your families, boys and girls at home? Can you count them in your head? How many are there? I know we're all very thankful for our families. And I want to teach you a song next. If you've seen any of the other Book Nooks, you know that Miss Elaine is a big Tom Chapin fan. And the song that we're going to sing today is Tom Chapin's Family Tree. And there's motions that go along with this song too. So I want to teach them to you right now. If you can make the OK sign with your hands, so you take your pointer and your thumb and put your other 3 fingers up like you're saying A-OK. And then you touch them like this. Make a circle like this so that your pinkies touch. You're saying the word family. So we're starting here and we're wrapping it around so that our pinkies touch. Family. Try it at home. Family. Good, and the song's called Family Tree, so the next word is tree. And for tree, you just put your arm up like this and you wiggle your fingers like leaves waving in the wind. The fingers are the branches of your tree. And so you're just going to hold it like this. We're a family. We're a tree. Family, tree. Very good. Now all trees have roots. So then you're going to take your other fingers on your other hand and you're going to wiggle those down below, like the roots that are down in the ground. The roots go deep down back in history. And when you're talking about history, you're going way, way back. So you're just going to take your fingers and you're going to roll back and throw them over your shoulder. Roll it back. Very good. Let's try it again from the beginning. Family, tree, roots, go back in history. You're doing excellent. I have a couple more to show you. From my great-great-grandfather. To say grandfather, you're going to take your thumb, you're going to touch it to your forehead, and you're going to kind of just take it out. So great-great-grandfather, drop it down. Reaching up to me, we're a green and growing family tree. Now that last part I did rather fast, but you're going to say green like this, and you're just going to shake it. That's how you say the color green. You're a green and growing, like something's coming up out of the ground, family tree again. Okay? See if we can do it to the music, boys and girls. And remember, if you don't get all of it, that's okay. Maybe you'll just say family and tree with us, and that would be super fantastic. Okay, let's learn the song.
Before the days of Jello, lived a prehistoric fellow who loved a maid and courted her beneath the banyan tree. And they had lots of children, and their children all had children. And they kept on having children until one of them
get ready to
had
try
me. We're a
Family and we're a tree. Our roots go deep down in history. From my great-great-granddaddy reaching up to me, we're a green and growing family tree. Very good.
My grandpa came from Russia. My grandma came from Prussia. They met in Nova Scotia, had my dad in Tennessee. Then they moved to Yokohama, where daddy met my mama. Her dad's from Alabama and her mom's part Cherokee.
Here we go again.
We're a
Family and we're a tree. Our roots go deep down in history. From my great-great-grandfather reaching up to me,
Tierra del Fuego. Perhaps I'll meet my wife there and we'll move to Timbuktu. And our kid will be bilingual. And though she may stay single, she could of course commingle
Will you
with
try it
the
with me
king of
again?
Kathmandu. 'Cause we're a
Family and we're a tree. Our roots go deep down in history. From my great-great-granddaddy reaching up to me, we're a green and growing family tree. Doesn't this part make you want to dance? Clap your hands.
The folks in Madagascar aren't the same as in Alaska. They got different foods, different moods, and different colored skin. You may have a different name, but underneath we're much the same. You're probably my cousin.
Let's do it
and
one
the
more
whole
time.
world is our kin.
We're a family and we're a tree. Our roots go deep down in history. From my great-great-granddaddy reaching up to me, we're a green and growing family tree. Green and growing family tree. Fabulous, boys and girls. Okay, boys and girls, so far we've really been focusing on family and friends, and that's really what Thanksgiving is all about. But if you think about it, there's a lot of other things that you should be grateful for too. Think about all the things that you have. Maybe you're thankful for your toys, or a special stuffed animal or blankie that you have. Are you thankful for your backyard and that you have a place to play? Are you thankful for music? Think about all the wonderful things. We're going to see some of those wonderful things in our next book called Thanks for Thanksgiving. Thanks for Thanksgiving for turkey and pie. Yummy. Thank you for fall and gold leaves floating by. You'll notice, boys and girls, if you look outside, that all the leaves are starting to change color. And so instead of green leaves being on the tree, we're starting to see red leaves and orange leaves and purplish leaves, and it looks beautiful out there. Thank you for school. I love to feel smart. Thank you for music and dancing and art. We should be thankful for our teachers, for all that they do for us. Thank you for play dates, for swings and for slides. Thank you for hopscotch and piggyback rides. Thanks for sweet puppies and soft furry cats. Thank you for dress up, red shoes and big hats. We should be definitely thankful for our pets if we have a pet at home. And look, this girl and little boy are having fun with dress up clothes. Thanks for umbrellas, for rain boots and puddles. Thank you for mommy and warm, cozy cuddles. Thank you for daddy and rides on a sled. Thank you for kisses and tucks into bed. Thanks for the moon and the stars up above. But most of all, thanks for the family I love. And look, there they are, gathered around the table, getting ready for their big Thanksgiving Day feast. Boys and girls, I feel like we should do another song before we do our final story. Let's do Skinamarink. I think you already know this one. And don't forget to blow away a kiss at the end. Skinamarinky dinky dink, skinamarinky doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, skinamarinky dinky dink, skinamarinky doo. I love you too. Boop, boop, be doo. Mwah. Blow away that kiss. And don't forget to give those people that you love today an extra kiss and an extra hug. We're going to close with our final book called The Night Before Thanksgiving. 'Twas the night before Thanksgiving, and all through the nation, Families got ready for the big celebration. At our house, my mom baked 3 kinds of pies: pecan and pumpkin and apple surprise. That night we were nestled all snug in our beds while visions of turkey legs danced in our heads. Dreaming about turkey. The very next morning, Thanksgiving, yippee! We got up and watched the parade on TV. Relatives arrived from near and far, by taxi and airplane, by train and by car. My brother came up the basement stairs, lugging the kids' table and folding chairs. We counted and polished our best silverware, and then set the 2 tables with patience and care. Do you have a big dining room table and then a smaller kids' table at your Thanksgiving Day feast? I know we do at our house. The kids sit together and the grown-ups sit together. Usually because there's just not enough room for everybody at one. The turkey went in, and as more cousins came, I laughed and I shouted and I called them by name. Hi Danny, hi Donnie, hi Paula and Vicky, hi Casey, hi Kathy, hi Brenda and Ricky. Come in from the porch, step into the hall. Now come and play, come and play, come and play all. So up to my room, my cousins they flew. We played with my toys and computer games too. We made pilgrim hats and funny shoe buckles, and then put on a skit for our aunts and our uncles. Do you play with your cousins like that? All were assembled except Uncle Norm, who called us to say he was stuck in a storm. Meanwhile, my mother was getting out yams, cranberry jelly, and honey-baked hams. When Mom wasn't looking, we stuck olives on our fingers. Said they were puppets and grand opera singers. La 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 la. While dinner was cooking, we played dodgeball outside. Our tummies were growling. Can we eat yet? We cried. The timer then sounded. The turkey was cooked. Mom opened the oven. She sniffed and she looked. When what to our watering mouths should appear but a marvelous bird which caused us to cheer. Its skin, oh so golden, the drumsticks so juicy. The stuffing was fluffy, thanks to my Aunt Lucy. Dad slid out the bird. It weighed 30 pounds. He turned and then he tripped over one of our hounds. Uh-oh, what's a hound? Dad tripped over one of the dogs. Up in the air the turkey did fly, over the string beans and straight for the pie. My brother and I made such a clatter as we leapt and caught the bird on a platter. Brother and sister saved the day, didn't they? They saved dinner for sure. All right, said Grandpa, get on with the carving. Can't you see that these people are starving? Dad spoke not a word, but went straight to his work. He sliced up the turkey and then turned with a jerk. In front of our house, we heard beeps of a horn. A trucker delivered none other than Norm. With a wink of his eye and a twist of his head, the party can start, I made it, Norm said. We all took our places. The food smelled so great. We started to dig in, but Dad said to wait. We're thankful that everyone is together this year, in our home and our hearts, where we hold you so dear. We ate and we ate. Yet last but not least, the very next day was a leftovers feast. Looks like they're having turkey sandwiches with all the leftovers. There we go. Well, boys and girls, thank you for joining me in this book nook, and I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.